if you don't have anybody,
they will take
then they have a right to take them away from you. We use demonstration, we use knowledge partnership, and we go by court. So majority of this local authority are the one now that are referring parents to us because they know that there are more for both parties to learn from. And especially in COVID, they are short of staff. The workload is too much on these social workers. They don't have time to even understand what problem family is facing because of the workload they give to them. And they were changing from one local authority to another. They think it will be easier in another local authority, they ran away. Before you know, and most of local authority now, they are using agency worker. And you know what agency worker does, even in NHS, healthcare. They just come and do the job and go because this is not where they build their career. So if they create a mess down, who is going to clean that mess? It's we. That's why we create that course. If you come to this country, if you know you're already given visa, it's better you do that course before you even come. People register from Cameroon, from anywhere before they come.
Okay.
That course will give you about understanding of the UK child protection safeguarding, what can happen and what can bring social worker into your life. And even if they come into your life, involved with your life, how do you manage that situation? Because if you don't handle it carefully, it will be a complicated matter. And who is going to lose? Parent, child will lose. The system knows care system is last resort. They should never take it lightly. But some don't care because they have a much workload to do. So they don't want something bad to happen and it will come on them. So they rather want to take that child away. So if they come to you or you will go to school, you want to pick your child, they say you cannot pick your child, you better quickly looking for one or two families that can help you to look after that child temporarily. So that if they say, okay, do you have anybody? Yes, you have somebody. Because if you don't have anybody, then they have a right to take them away from you. If they raise concern about mother or they raise concern about father, then can they allow mother to, is there anywhere they can provide for mother or father? It's not something life. Just immediate support. Immediate support. And before you know, there might be no concern because it's the stages. When there's a disclosure, they have to do what we call strategy meeting. And it is at that strategy meeting they will decide whether there's a harm, likely harm, or there's just a need. Whether they want to put that child in need, or there's need to put in child protection, or there's need to issue proceeding letter for court proceeding. It's a 3 stages. On many occasions, they might not get to that level. But it depends on who handle your case or who you first tell your story to. Most times, police will come involved. That strategy meeting, all the time, not most time, all the time, strategy meeting, police will get involved, health visitor will get involved, social worker will get involved, school will get involved. That is why when you come to this country, after you register your child, you get your BRP, make sure you register for GP, register for dentist, eyes check, all those things. And make sure you do not miss any of those appointments. And when you are taking your child to school, be careful. Don't be on phone 24/7. Don't pick them late. If you do night shift, make sure you sleep very well. Don't oversleep. Leave them in school more than necessary. It's like red flag. These are the red flag. And their clothes, their uniform should be neat, tidy. They look good. They look healthy. And try to get support network. Because if they see that you don't have a support network, you want to do Oyinbo, now only you won't live in where you'll be only person different. I'm sorry for you. Because it takes a village to raise a child. We need ourselves. And also learn about the system. First of all, you can ask, is there any vacancy position for governor, school governor, parent governor? try to be parent governor because you understand this and they respect you more because you are part of decision making for that school. You are part of decision making. You know, when you are part of decision making, you also go through some training, and people don't want to volunteer. Volunteering is the secret way of getting best in this country. You develop yourself, you establish the contact, network, and you have access to information. Knowledge is power. I'm a parent governor in 2 schools. I'm a public governor in ambulance service. I'm head of, I was chair, independent advisory group for police. And not only that, I'm a member of scrutiny panel, Crown Pension Service. I face myself in those power of authority. There's no information from A to Z I don't know. And I provide advice for people. And I read so much because you have to be willing to learn. That's the secret. Just learn. So, understanding the system, creating good atmosphere for your family, setting the family values. You know, all these simple family values: be honest, don't lie, be respectful, be friendly. All those. If a child did something contrary to that, and you tell them, for you doing this, what does this say? What does the Bible say? What does this one say? Not that you are the one silencing them. They also know that, oh, this is not good for a child of God. Like you've mentioned, Catholic school. But some Catholic schools are horrible as well. You remember what the Catholic did to Africans when they take the religion down there, you know. So we've got a case that we handle. They lost 4 children into care within a couple of months, and they are in Catholic school. Why? A young child of 5 years old, a boy of 6 or 7 was putting hands in a private part in school. And that child told the teacher. And the teacher, instead of that teacher to look into that matter, they asked, did anybody do that at home as well? And he said, one time my brother did that. That was how they got involved with their family. They took their children, all of them, 3 of them, and the mother gave birth. Shortly after that, they took that baby as well. Based on this thing, and that 7-year-old white British, they did nothing to the family. And this mother, she had the baby through C-section.